Why this nigga steady hating on me? All I need is 6 hot wings. And don't you dare forget the calamari. No Justin Bieber, but I'm sorry. They say they get hot, but they not hot as Bob Marley. All I really need is 6 hot wings. Looking at my
Yo, let's go.
What's going on?
What's good, my boy?
The fucking
We're
internet's
jamming,
wild, bro.
We're in here going crazy.
Yeah, the internet's fucking wild. The shit people post.
I swear, all I really need
someone
is
go
6 hot
famous.
wings.
Someone went famous for this.
I love it, man. You know, and I was talking shit, but I really don't like parody rap. I don't like funny shit when it comes to rapping because I think all the artists that really try hard and don't ever fucking pop. But that motherfucker is so funny, bro. You know, Miles so goddamn funny. I would always catch his shit here and there, like that song and the other ones.
How did you even fucking come to find this motherfucker?
Just my algorithm would show me silly shit. He has one about Martin Luther King and and like Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. He just does silly ass songs, so it would pop up every once in a while. And then I saw the other day that he that song in particular was on Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon aired it, which is incredible. The Fallon is on the internet. Oh, maybe it wasn't even Fallon. It was probably somebody who works for ABC or whatever. But to get your parody rap song from Instagram and TikTok played on Jimmy Fallon is crazy. Dudes wait their whole life. Dudes got to really work hard. And
I mean,
you're just
that's
over
what
here
I'm
being
saying.
silly.
Like, the dude fucking made it to Jimmy Fallon on fucking.
Hey, that's fire, bro.
Talking about fucking wing
every day of the week. I fuck with it, man.
Fuck, bro.
I fuck with it.
This should be wild.
It is funny as shit, bro. It's funny when I don't know. I support comedy. I support comedy. I think comedians are there's a huge uptick in people becoming comedians and comedians getting exposure and becoming, you know, super successful right now, especially since COVID. You know, so many podcasts popped up and shit, and so many comedians made a name for themselves.
It does
comedy
seem
specials.
like there's a fucking all kinds of fucking
huge
podcasts.
wave.
Like
Shit.
Everybody got podcasts.
How many Netflix comedy specials have popped up in the last 2 years?
Man, I don't know. Like I'm not big on fucking Netflix anymore.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like I'm really not. Like I honestly, if it's not sports, we talked about this before. Like, but yeah, legitimately, like people ask me like, what's a good show and all that. Like,
oh yeah, I'm damn sure not paying for the description. Subscription rather. I'm for sure not paying for Netflix. I'm just watching it.
Yeah,
every once in a while.
I definitely don't watch it. Like,
I'll get on there when there's like a comedy special that I want to see or a movie that I want to see. You know,
I will have to say there is a movie I do want to see, and that doesn't happen very often. But I want to see this new Bob Marley movie.
Oh yeah, One Love, bro. It comes out on Valentine's Day next week.
I am excited about seeing that one.
My mama bought tickets, bro.
I fucking hope it did. She really?
Yeah. She's trying to go see that shit. I'm with it. I'm all the way with it. Yeah, I'm with it.
I can only imagine how many people are going to be blown watching this show.
Oh, getting gassed out. The whole fucking movie theater is going to be smoking.
It's going to be fucking crazy. But no, I am. It does.
You seen the
trailer?
Good.
I have seen the trailer.
It looks great.
I've seen the trailer, and like, I'm really excited to know more about. Like, I mean, I just know about Bob Marley because of his music. Like, I don't really know a whole lot about his life, like what he went through and everything like that. Like,
yeah, the trailer makes me think of it. It makes me compare it to the Ali movie. I remember when Ali came out and he goes back to like not back to Africa. Motherfucker came from Africa. He goes to Africa and people run in the streets. They're all excited to see him, and then he sees the struggle and shit and just the poverty, but they still like celebrate him so much and are still just, you know, full of love and support. It reminds me a lot of that because it shows him going to Kingston, Jamaica, and all the people just like hailing him as a hero. Which, I mean, motherfucker really, I mean, he's American, but goddamn, that man was a for real deal hero. I always love Bob Marley's music.
Yeah,
I think we all do. It's kind of like Bobby McFerrin, like the "Don't Worry, Be Happy" guy. It's like songs you can't deny. You know, Three Little Birds. Nobody's listening to that. Like, man, turn this shit off. Everybody's like, yo, this is the shit.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's universal music.
You might not be even into that kind of style of music, but
yeah, you don't gotta like reggae.
Fucking like I do get into it. Like,
and then how many rock bands came from reggae? Ska, you know, like Sublime, and
I fucking love Sublime.
Talking Heads. Am I Talking Heads, or I don't even know. There's so many ska bands that came from listening to Bob Marley and just reggae music in general. All his kids are great musicians and actors and shit, all successful.
Bob Marley?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Shit, one of his sons, Damian Marley, has a joint album with Nas. I think they're like, I don't think they're actually related. They call each other cousins. I don't know if they're actually, I don't really know, but it was a badass album. And I mean, Nas is like my number one lyricist of all time.
I do like Nas.
So it's
I had no
really
idea
good,
about that.
bro.
Like I didn't even know his son was, or his
He's
kids.
got several
I was
kids.
gonna say I had no idea.
Yeah, bro.
Like I guess they don't like. I don't know. Maybe they don't push it as much. Like
early 2000 shit. It's all late 90s, early 2000s when they were really popping. So I mean, you ain't gonna hear about him anymore. But
okay,
but
that's why I was like, man,
it's still badass.
I had no idea.
You know what I mean? And I like that it goes in depth about his career once he really blew up.
Yeah,
you know, people trying to kill him and him still going on. He got shot and did a show the next day.
Like Martin Luther King kind of vibe,
right?
Like how he like
overcame adversity.
Yeah,
it's crazy, bro.
Like just seeing the trailer and like stuff like that. I mean, I could be completely wrong. Like
that actor looks compelling. That actor is I've never heard of him.
I've never heard of him either. But
I'm definitely gonna see the movie.
It looks like he kind of killed it.
Yeah, bro. I'm excited to see that shit. I forgot all about that. I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah. There like you said, there isn't a whole lot else I've been wanting to watch lately.
I was about to say though, nothing has really caught my eye, and you really got to catch my eye. Like when it comes to a movie or TV show or anything like that. I used to be big into them. Like I used to fucking love movies. I love TV shows. Like I was big into that. And now it's just like I don't know. Like I don't fucking want to watch them anymore.
What's the last movie you went and saw in theaters?
Fucking movie that's when it's on theaters. It was probably a kid movie.
Yeah, taking a kid Disney movie.
Yeah,
Spider-Man, Spider-Verse or something.
Probably something like that. Like if I went to the movies, because other than that, I mean, I got my fucking Fire Stick. So like
exactly. Once you got streaming services, you don't need shit. If I want
to watch a movie that's in the theaters, I'll just watch it at home, my bed on Fire Stick.
I know that's right.
But like, there's nothing that's the last time I went to a movie, it's been even before Coop. Like it's been years since I've been to a movie theater.
Yeah,
like
I think the last thing I saw was Oppenheimer. That shit was cool,
dude.
Christopher Nolan's so creative, man.
About that, like I listen to Kid Craddock in the mornings all the time.
Love Kid Craddock.
I really do too. Like I love this show still. And they were they had some dude on there that just made a movie, and they were talking about
that British. I don't even know that he's British, bro.
I don't.
That movie's shit. I forgot what the name of that movie was, but I saw the trailer. It looks sick as hell.
That's what I'm saying. And they said it took him like they've been doing it since the pandemic.
Yeah, 3 years.
Said the pandemic started, and he was like it threw everybody off. He was like he was like I didn't know what a lot of people even looked like because they were in masks the whole time. And so they finally got to take them off. He was like, "Yo, that's what you really look like." He was like, "Dude, it was crazy." But that's what he said. He was hoping that Oppenheimer.
Yeah, that Oppenheimer
wins Oscars.
Fuck yeah, it deserves. I'm pretty sure it did. I think it did. Man, I wish I could remember the name of that dude's movie because it looks really good. I keep seeing shit for it on Instagram now that I want to watch the trailer.
But yeah, he was on there the other day, and they were talking about him, and that's what he was talking about. They were like, "Which movie do you think like is the best one that's came out here lately?" And that's exactly what he said.
There were some parts of Oppenheimer where I don't know. I'm not a fan of artsy fartsy type shit. Like Christopher Nolan, you know, he did Inception and he did Tenet and he did, Dark Knight and all the Batman trilogy. He's done some really great shit. I think Memento was an old like Christopher Nolan. He's always so mind fucky and try to make you really have to pay attention. I'm not always into artsy fartsy ass movies and twists and turns and shit. I like a linear story. I like a boring ass story as long as it's exciting or funny or something.
I will have to say, like, out of all the people that I've heard that's like actually talked about this movie and stuff like that, I haven't heard anybody say it's not a good movie.
No, yeah, definitely.
Like, it was cool. Everybody says it's a really good movie. Like,
it was badass.
You don't hear anybody talking shit about that movie.
Well, it's a biopic too. It's a dude's life. You can't be like, man, that dude's life fucking sucked dick. He made a bomb and then he's just depressed. No, it was really good. They make it look so compelling.
Isn't it like super fucking long too?
Yeah, it's like 2.5, 3 hours, something like that.
I thought I heard it
movies like that. They go by quick. Killers of the Flower Moon is like 3 hours long, I think, and that's another one that I didn't get to see in theaters. It might even still be in theaters, but I'm obsessed with Martin Scorsese movies. Much like everybody else, the dude just makes the best movies. From fucking Casino and Goodfellas, Wolf of Wall Street, The King of Comedy. Shutter Island, The Departed is in my like all his movies are all his crime movies, his mobster crime movies are like my all-time favorite watches. Rewatch them a million times, especially The Departed. He's always got star-studded cast. I love that he always puts Rolling Stone songs in his fucking movies. Him and Mick Jagger have done a lot of work together. There's a HBO show called Vinyl that only came out for one season. That was executive produced by Mick Jagger, and the first episode was executive produced by Martin Scorsese. And Jagger's son actually played him in the movie. It was really cool. I'm a huge rock 70s and 80s, 60s rock and roll fan. That show was fucking sick. It was a sick little miniseries. But yeah, Scorsese always includes his music. And he's always got the best shit, the best dialogue, the best writing, I think. He's getting kind of up there. He's getting long in the tooth himself, Scorsese. I think he's getting close to 80, or if he's not already.
He's been doing it for a minute.
But his movies are always bangers. Yeah. Always bangers. And this one's got DiCaprio, De Niro, Brendan Fraser.
It's crazy.
Lily Gladstone.
Good.
DiCaprio?
Yes.
Bro. He's like an angel.
Dude, him playing any part is fucking, he just kills it.
He's crazy.
I don't know how he hasn't won more fucking awards than he has.
It was always kind of up in the air whether or not somebody in that industry had something against him. Maybe he,
has to.
They just kept him out of it for so long.
This motherfucker will go and kill a fucking part, especially Wolf of Wall Street.
All the way from What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Oh,
you ever see What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
Yes.
Fucking him and Johnny Depp back in the early 90s, bro.
Like Basketball
Diaries.
Anything he plays, he fucking
Titanic?
kills it.
Are you kidding me? Fucking Titanic? The dude is incredible. Django.
She definitely could have fed him on that fucking deal.
Yeah, she could have, bro. I seen so many drawings. That was a big ass door, bro. Don't play with me. If her big ass could float on that shit, he could have hung on. He could have threw a leg up there and had some warmth.
I had to throw that in there.
They could have spooned and kept him warm. I don't know why she let his ass die. She was a foul bitch. I think I've talked about it before, but she's the real villain of that movie. The old lady.
Yeah,
the whole time she keeps these niggas up for days, telling them the story of her whole origin story, how she met this nigga on the boat and blah blah blah. She's talking. Love. What's his name? Bill. Bill Pullman. She's talking Bill Pullman's ear off. So when I was a young girl, I boarded the Titanic, and she's the whole movie. She's talking his ear
86 years.
Yeah, exactly. Pullman's looking for this ring, looking for this diamond or whatever, this stone that's in her ring. It's all he wants, and she's like, "Yeah, I know where it's at. Let me tell you this long ass story that's gonna take you 3 hours to listen to, And then at the very end of it, what does the bitch do? She lets Jack die. She cheats on her soon to be husband with this random ass broke nigga on a boat. Lets his ass die. The husband gets away. At the very end of it, after telling this long ass story to this group of strangers that just wants this stone, she throws that bitch off the ship. I'm sorry to spoil the ending. Goddamn, it's been 30 years if you ain't seen that shit. Go watch it. But she throws the fucking stone off the ship. She's the most evil villain in most movies of the 90s, bro. She's like the diabolical bitch, bro. It's crazy, bro. It's really nuts.
I didn't mean to get you so heated
about
Titanic,
that a couple times, and I'm still in this from somebody else. I don't even know where I heard this from, but I was like, God, that makes perfect sense. That bitch was evil.
This thing got heated over Titanic.
Yeah, bro.
Guys.
Yeah, bro. They did my boy DiCaprio dirty. But he can really do no wrong, man. He's so good. DiCaprio he's so fucking phenomenal and everything.
He really is. He kills his shit.
But there've been a lot of movies like that. A lot of movies, they kind of just go by the wayside. They pass by, man, and you forget to watch them. And then they'll be on streaming platforms. I think Killers of the Flower Moon is on Apple TV. There's some streaming platforms I'm just never going to pay for. I'm never going to pay for Apple TV. I'm never going to pay for Peacock. I'm never going to pay for...
Dude, like everything is like going to that. Like
directly.
Oh, like if you want to watch fucking Thursday Night Football, you got to have Amazon Prime.
Exactly.
If you're going to...
Come on, we all have Amazon.
I was going to say, Amazon Prime. So
I'm stealing your mother-in-law, but I'm still going to watch it.
I be buying shit on Amazon. So
me too, yeah.
So I got it too.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, if you want to watch something, you got to watch it on Peacock. Like, you got to have Peacock. If you want to watch, I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck? It's just like they're trying to get everybody for some shit.
There's a movie coming out. I'm trying to remember what it is because it was like it's that UFC Jake Gyllenhaal movie. I forget what it's called. Oh, Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Roadhouse.
I'm so fucking excited to see that too.
It's going directly to streaming.
Oh,
directly. Yeah, they were supposed to make it. They promised
what are they
the actors and director that they were gonna. I want to say Paramount Plus. I could be dead wrong, but they promised the actors and director that they would, make it this big movie release, big theatrical release. And then now that it's about to come out, they're like, yeah, we're going straight to streaming.
That's
so
crazy.
The guy that directed it is boycotting it. He's like, that's not what they fucking promised us. I think Jake Gyllenhaal's like, whatever. I'm gonna get paid either way. I think they like going to theaters, to go to theaters because you can track the first week sales. So it's like, well, I know I should be getting paid more for directing this because the first week it was #1 in box office. If it goes straight to streaming, they never tell you. And I learned that from comics doing comedy specials because so many people release on Netflix, like Chappelle and like Shane Gillis and Mark Normand and all these dudes, Stavros Halkias, all had Netflix specials last year. And they'll talk about it. They'll be like, so how's it doing? It's been 2 weeks. They'll be like, oh, it's doing good. Doing all right. You're doing really good. You know, that's all. They won't tell them numbers at all. Yeah. So it's harder for the guy making the shit to keep account of, you know, revenue and how many views he's getting. There's no view count. It's not like YouTube. You know, I feel like if something goes to box office, you can track how many tickets it sells.
Yeah,
that was a big deal with Oppenheimer and Barbenheimer. They're tracking ticket sales.
They fucking blew up because they were back to Kid Crack. They were constantly telling like, "Oh, fucking Barbie did this. Fucking Oppenheimer did this." Like
it was so you know, the Minions movie came out and it was such a big deal. It wasn't a big deal. Nobody even gave a shit about that movie. It's not like Despicable Me, but so many people were dressing like Minions and going. Dudes were going in drove. It was a big thing for high school kids to all dress up like Minions in yellow shirts and blue overalls and go see the movie. That it was a huge fad. Nobody even gave a shit about the movie. You just wanted to be a guy in a crowd of yellow shirts.
Yeah.
I remember seeing so many videos on social media about that shit. And shit like that really drives numbers, bro. And I remember Yeet had a song on Despicable Me or the Minions movie. And Yeet's a big artist of this younger generation. And that shit drove numbers too. You know, it just, you know, Nicki Minaj and what's her name doing the Barbie song? Nicki Minaj and I keep trying to say Doja Cat. We were just talking about her. Curly headed
Spice.
Ice Spice, yeah. They did that Barbie. How could I forget? They did that Barbie song.
She's a beaut.
Yeah, she's incredible looking. The music is all right. They did that song and it really popped.
You know, you love fart.
Think you the shit, bitch. It kills me because I feel like just the word fart in song, like a part of a song, part of a verse, it could really ruin a song. Motherfuckers, it's kind of a taboo word for me. It's kind of a corny ass word when you're talking about
Didn't
music.
Mean to get you off track.
No, I was thinking about that the other day. I was thinking about that the other day because like people are making fun of. I love seeing people talk about shitty song lyrics. Like 21 Savage just released an album, and on one of the hooks, he says, "It smells like gas. I think somebody pooped." And people just keep making fun of it. It sounds silly, right? How the fuck do you chart? How the fuck is your highest charting song called fart, bro?
Because then everybody's posting that one part, and so everybody goes and fucking downloads that one song.
Much like all of her songs, it's always that piece of the hook, piece of the chorus that they're just on TikTok. Yeah. It's hard not to fucking hate on this.
Well, you want to get into some sports?
We better, man, because I'm gonna become a hater real soon. I don't like to do that. I don't like
getting heated over here.
No,
fucking
it's just silly.
I shouldn't have brought up Titanic. Man.
Shouldn't have brought up farting. That song was a fart.
Well, I do get my buddy that wants to hop on, talk a little bit of sports with us.
Bring the boy on.
Bring him on.
Hell yeah. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
I hope he's got some solid sports opinions because I've got nothing. There's NBA on right now. I was gonna start watching it. I cracked a beer instead, so I want to get his take.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
What up?
See what is going on, my boy.
What's good, my dude? What you doing?
Dude, just getting this podcast going. Calling you to talk some sports, bro.
That's what's up. What's good? How y'all doing?
Good, bro.
We're living it. We're living it.
Just talking, and we're gonna
living it.
What's up?
Living it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I got my boy Malcolm on here. It's me. We're gonna talk about some NBA, dude.
NBA. Okay.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with the NBA.
What you think about this 65 game rule?
The what?
The 65
That's
games.
what I said when he mentioned it. I was like, what the hell is that? This must be new.
You got to play 65 games in the NBA now to be eligible to win the MVP.
Oh, yeah. No, That's something they faced, I think a couple of years back because of how many players been sitting out and still trying to be eligible. That's something big with Embiid right now. They're just talking about, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about that too. Like Embiid having a season, another MVP season, and the dude getting snubbed just because he only missed it by a little bit, and so now they want to take him out. And it's even kind of like what Joker said. Like he was like, dude, like how you gonna take that away from him? Like he's going out here and doing spectacular things.
Yeah, dude.
And now he's not even going to get it because he got injured.
Yeah,
that's fucked up.
Talking playtime, I think it should come down to an average. You know, how well did you perform within the amount of time that you did get to play? Penalizing a guy for getting injured is kind of like saying you guys aren't allowed to get injured.
Yeah, I mean, like anything else, there should be not a stipulation with some extenuating circumstance where like an injury would overcome those type of decisions. But yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that. Embiid definitely deserving of an MVP, regardless of him getting injured and being having to sit out. It's just it's just one of those things.
I think he won MVP last year, and a lot of people had a problem with it too. Am I wrong about that?
I thought Joker had a bit little. I mean, I know that would have been 3 years in a row for Joker to have
general consensus. The Joker probably had that.
And like Joker's, I think, in the number one running right now to win it this year. But like I feel like Embiid's doing more this year than he did last year. But I feel like Joker should have won it last year, which Embiid won it last year. I'm not saying that he didn't have a great year. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know.
No, I mean, the Joker had a great year last year. I mean, I think that's how they have it. Embiid and Joker. Who is at the top of the list of that race right now? Is it Joker leading?
Is Joker leading what
right now?
Like the vote of right now. Like right now, they got Joker at 1.
Yeah, they got Joker as 1 right now to win them, and which I
well
mean,
deserved.
He definitely is in the running. Like,
yeah.
But if as of right now, I'd give it to Embiid. Like the dude went and dropped 70 points not too long ago.
Well, so did the
Luka
Doncic dropped.
I mean, he did drop 73,
he dropped like
which
70 the other
he
day.
is in some kind of the running. I mean, he's not up there, but I think Luka right now is in the running to win the scoring title.
Yeah, I think a lot more people would have more faith in Luka if this situation with Kyrie had worked out better. I think a lot of people have been waiting for Luka to get some kind of real deal support, and his compatibility with Kyrie it looked really good when they first kicked off, because Kyrie joined the Mavs like mid-season of 22.
I think this is their
great.
Second year.
Yeah, he looked great, and then last year it was hit and miss.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes down to Joel Embiid stats, I mean, speak for themselves when it comes to why he should be MVP. I mean, he's 35 points a game, 11 rebounds, 5 assists as a big man. I mean, I think that speaks for itself when it comes to him being voted in. Now, Luka's, one of those things I was talking about the other day, and him running the offense. He can beat him like Jordan, and he getting a little carried away with himself. He's a good player. I mean, I respect everything he does, everything he does. But getting a little carried away with thinking he's doing all that. With him and Kyrie over there, they should definitely win a lot more games than what they do. But
most
one of them are going to have to take a seat back and let the other one do their thing. Because I think that's the thing that's where they clash right now. They both have the same exact mentality of how they play basketball. But it's still great to watch. I mean, shit, you know, the game is still great to watch.
And like you said, putting up these kind of numbers as a big man, how many men of that stature in the NBA are taking these kind of shots, and while also playing defense as well as they do? I mean, they're unstoppable.
Joker's the next closest one, and he's averaging 26 points a game, 12 rebounds, 9 assists. But Embiid's really putting him out there. So I would agree with you on he deserves it.
Absolutely. It could really go either way.
So you're saying right now, if it ended today and we had a vote, you'd go with Joker?
I would vote Joker. I mean, no, I would vote Embiid as the MVP. Embiid.
That's what I'm saying.
I would go Embiid.
I would go Embiid too.
Certainly.
and it's fucked up that he's not gonna get it because he has to go and have knee surgery.
Right? It's not like
I mean that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's not like he did it to himself, man. It really should go off of an average, I'd say. Average amount of play time in comparison to how well you perform.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 82 games. That was 82. What's the season? 80,
it's 80. It's 82 game season, but
82 games. I mean, it's like 65. I mean, you would think. I mean, but it's a number that the players came up with. The Players Association it isn't just the NBA that came up with that. So I'm sure they can, revisit that number if they
I'm sure
ever
it's going
decide
to because this is the first year that they've done this,
right?
And so I'm sure that because a lot of players are not liking it at all. So I'm sure this is going to get changed pretty quick.
Right. Like I wouldn't expect Aaron Rodgers to get MVP this year. You know what I mean? He got taken out for the first game. But if you played the majority of the games of the season, I mean, let's count those numbers up, man, and let's average them out.
I feel like you at least got to play like maybe like 60%. I don't even know. That might be 65 games. I don't know. But I feel like you got to play at least like 60 to like 70% of the season to win it. But like 65 games out of 82, like that's just crazy.
I mean, that's the mass majority of games, bro. I mean, be realistic. And what constitutes playing in the game? I mean, 3 minutes a quarter. Can you play 3 minutes a quarter and still technically have played the full game? I mean, are we counting minutes?
Yeah, you get paid for playing, right? As long as you're on the bench, you get paid for playing.
Exactly. Everybody's getting a check, even the guys that don't even step on the court. They're getting a check.
Yeah, as long as you're on the bench and you're in uniform, you get a check.
Exactly. So why would
you gotta be in uniform sometimes? That's how that works.
Yeah. I don't know that I agree with this rule, man.
I can hear.
No, they'll definitely look into this.
I can hear Kai in the background. He's like, I want to.
Yeah,
I want to hop on the podcast.
He got some opinions of his own.
It's a full-time job, man. You got kids, especially little ones. They keep you full-time all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I know how that is.
Yeah.
So we'll skip some basketball now. We'll stay in the basketball. What do you think about the Clippers being?
Go ahead, you on top. My bad.
No, you're good, my boy.
We're all parents. We know what it is. But basketball's been exciting. Basketball's been exciting this year. I can't deny it. We're talking basketball last week. And
you know what the Clippers? What's up with the Clippers?
Yeah, what do you think about Clippers being number one in the West right now?
I mean, should they not be? Their team is kind of stacked when it comes down to who they have on the squad, man. It's you got Paul George, Harden, Westbrook, Kawhi Leonard. I mean, who's their center? Who's their big man playing center right now? What's the big boy's name?
Is it Blake?
I just thinking of his name.
Is Blake out?
No, he's not with him. He's dude. What is his name?
Yeah, I'll tell you right now. Give me one. It's in my mind. Like I'm looking at his face, and I'm like, "What am I not knowing his person name?"
I know. Yeah, I can see his face, but I can't put his name.
Zubac still playing center for him.
Yeah.
But they got a squad, man. I mean, but their whole team is pretty stacked. I mean, like if they're not winning games, why they have that squad? They need a trade, but they ain't winning. And they've been hot lately. I mean, they finally got it together. They figured it out.
I was about to say, yeah, they were playing pretty rough there for a little bit, but now they balling out together. Like they've actually synced up, and I'm actually surprised how well they have synced up. I mean, I know they're all great players and everything like that, but like especially like Westbrook saying like, "Hey, I'll come off the bench." Like,
yeah,
that's like really stepping up, like because you want your fucking team to be that good.
Absolutely. Sometimes that could be to the detriment of the entire squad to have too much talent on one team. Sometimes it's not compatible. You know, players don't play well together. You get too much star power on one team. Nobody wants to give up the rock.
That's for sure.
Or nobody's making
like kind of going back to that Luka and Kyrie. Like someone's got to take a step back. And as of right now, that kind of probably need to be Kyrie because Luka balling right now. And no offense to Kyrie,
right?
It's just like I don't know, and it's kind of hard for people to like. So a lot of people doesn't want to take a step back. That's why Kyrie left playing with LeBron because he didn't want to be Robin anymore. He wanted to be Batman.
Absolutely, which is fair.
Yeah, he's in that same boat with the injury when it comes to he sits out a lot of games. in my opinion. Kyrie's a beast. Respectfully, he's a beast.
Oh, dude, I respect Kyrie's game. I love Kyrie. The way he
he's
plays.
nice everywhere he's at. He's nice everywhere he's at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every facet of the game, and he can jump. He's a good role player.
Yeah, the other day, I was disappointed him and Kevin Durant couldn't last long in Brooklyn. You know, I was a big fan when they were together down there, and they didn't really get much together. I mean, they had a little run one year, but didn't do too much together, which is weird.
And I think
that was a same
issue. That same issue is happening with Luka. You know, it seems like the same issue where it's hard for them to mesh and really get it together. But
that's a great example.
But back to the Clippers. Yeah, back to the Clippers. They got it together. You know what I mean? It's like Kawhi dropped a 24 a game. George dropped a 22 a game.
Yeah.
Harden dropped a 17 a game. I mean, Westbrook coming off the bench dropping almost 12 points a game. So it's like they got it together.
They do.
They got it together.
And it's kind of like they're all linked up together. It's just like it's like I don't need to have the ball all the time. Kyrie don't need to have the ball all the time. It's just like, dude, if someone's open, they pass the ball to get that shot. Like, I don't know. Like
Brooklyn is a great example of too much star power on one team. I think we were all disappointed by that because they had a stacked team.
They did
full of stars, and they didn't do shit with it.
They got a bunch of picks. That's about it.
Yeah, that's about it. They were losing, bro. They had a losing season. That shit sucked, bro.
They won the picks. That was it.
We all wanted to be Brooklyn fans when that shit first popped, bro. That shit. I remember the memes. I remember Supreme Dreams, what's his name? Motherfucker. I can't remember, but he did the LeBron thing where he's like, I'm 36.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bro,
it's so goddamn.
I was so shocked.
We were all excited about that shit, and they flopped. That shit was sad, man.
So who do y'all have taking it this year in the West? So if we're gonna jump on that, like, you know, who do you got since the Clippers are leading? You think they're gonna finish at the top and hold that one?
That's what I'd like to see.
They actually give the Nuggets a run for their money this year. Because in my opinion, you know, it's one of those. You see the Nuggets play, and
I mean,
big boy over there they look just so far better than everybody else, man. Just to be honest, here, Joker.
But
he just looks so far better than everybody else.
It's like, and that too, like, but we're skipping out on like the Thunder sitting at the number 2, Timberwolves sitting at the number 3.
Timberwolves have been nice.
Timberwolves have been fucking
Timberwolves have come back in crazy
and fucking balling out right now.
Yeah, bro.
Edwards over there disrespecting people over there.
Yeah, and
I'm sure a couple of highlights later, and even disrespecting people.
Yeah, he really have been disrespected, and they're and it's crazy like them too. It's like they do have Anthony Davis. I was about to say Anthony Davis. Carl Anthony
Towns, Cat. Yeah,
and then they have they're other than them, they don't have a crazy squad, but dude, they were all. But it's kind of like the Thunder. Yep. Thunder, they're all young.
Just great chemistry too.
Have the chemistry.
They move that ball around.
They have I think the second or third youngest team in the NBA, the Thunder. But dude, the way they are linked up, it's just like they were all just playing great together.
Yeah. So the Lakers ain't gonna make no jump this year. They're gonna be about average, just like They're gonna make the playoffs, make the playoffs, or make a playing games again.
I don't know. Like they might make the playoffs as fucking getting into the play-in tournament, but it's just like, dude, they were on it there for a little bit when they had that in-season tournament. They looked good, and then after that in-season tournament, they just went down fucking hill after that. It's kind of like baseball season when the All-Star game comes, and it's like teams playing so fucking good, and then after this All-Star game, they just go to shit, and that's what the Lakers have done. It's kind of like LeBron said the other day. He was like, "There's any team we can go out there and fucking beat, but any team can come out there and beat the shit out of us, and that's what's happening."
Yep.
The All-Star game's about to come up too. It's coming up here in what's All-Star game?
Yeah, it's coming up here pretty
for basketball.
Because LeBron
18th or the 18th.
It's this month. I even know it's this month.
Yeah, LeBron made his 20th season to make the All-Star game.
Damn.
Yeah, they got the whole LeBron versus Giannis matchup where they pick their squad.
Is that what it's gonna be again? Team LeBron, Team Giannis?
Yeah, it's gonna be another Team LeBron and Team Giannis, the captains, and I think they already got the whole squad picked out.
Shit.
Pretty sure they do. It's got Luka, Yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, Luka, Kevin Durant, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, LeBron, and then Joker starting in the reserve. Booker, Curry, Davis, Edwards, George, Leonard, Town. They got a squad.
They do got a squad, but this is the first season that and I think like the 13 All-Star games that Curry's been in it, that he is not in the starting five.
I'm, you know,
and I mean the starting five, yeah. Gilgeous-Alexander's been killing it though. That's why Oklahoma's been killing it. Hey,
because their bench is fucking crazy, bro. But it's fucking kind of crazy too, like having Curry coming off the bench, like at just every pitcher in that. That's that's a crazy stat. I'm not saying
that lineup.
I'm not saying the
really
lineup's not
mad
badass,
at it.
but
I love Curry, but
that's still that's fucking crazy having Curry come up. The best shooter, like one of the best shooters in the NBA,
most
fucking
definitely
coming off the bench. That's just fucking.
Well, it's the All-Star game also. Who the hell is shooting?
Who do you put him over? Who do you put him over? Like who do you put him over? Durant, Luka, Alexander, LeBron. Like you can't.
Yeah.
Who you? This year. You got a couple of them just killing it this year, so it is what it is.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is starting.
Yeah, Gilgeous-Alexander will start. He averaged 31 this year. 31 with 31 points with 6 assists, 5 rebounds.
And I can't hate on him. He really is balling out.
I didn't know.
He's balling out. I mean, who else is carrying Oklahoma? Who else is Oklahoma? I mean, Oklahoma got a squad too.
They do got a squad.
Who's over Oklahoma right now?
Chet, whatever his last name is. Then they got Giddings. They got fucking
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, they got SGA is how they do it or how they say it from him.
Yeah.
And then
who the fuck would have thought Oklahoma after all these years?
You wouldn't think
Jalen Williams.
Ain't nobody talked about them since 2011.
They don't have like a lot of like any standout players.
They
really
like don't.
Davis Bertan, the forward, Isaiah Joe. I mean, Ted Holmgren, Jalen Williams. They don't have no like standouts, but they're smashing.
Dude, they smack it really fucking good, dude.
I've been sleeping on Oklahoma.
They really everybody's sleeping on them. It's just and like you don't think of it because like, dude, they literally are like the second or third youngest team in the NBA.
Crazy.
But like they're sitting, like second in the West right now. Because dude, they're balling out because they're all linked up together. They don't all have to say, I need the ball.
Yeah. They're good role players.
They all have a good chance too. All the players, they're all hard working players. They don't give you 100% every night. They don't give you all those hustle plays to get those rebounds. They're not going to slack on any play. They do shit by the book. That's going to win your game. If you don't have the talent, if you don't got 3 all-star players in the NBA right now, you better be working hard. They work hard.
Hell yeah. And the All-Star game is always one of the most exciting points of the year for real. Like no matter what happens during the season, the All-Star game is always
they got
crazy exciting.
Curry and that girl from the WNBA doing the 3-point contest against each other.
Hey, where did
I was just about to ask what the slam dunk contest and stuff was about to look like this year.
I think they still have that McClung or whatever, the dude that won it last year. I think he's back in it again, but I don't remember.
Oh yeah,
I don't remember a whole
Mac McClung.
Yeah, I know he was in there, but I haven't really.
I saw the highlights. I didn't get to see the actual dunk contest, but I saw the highlights.
I will have to say the dude, old boy killed it.
Got some fucking springs, boy.
But they got Curry back in. Curry back in the 3-point contest this year. I don't know who's all in it against him, but I know they brought a WNBA girl in there and she's going against them too. But I'm pretty sure she broke like the record for the most threes.
I don't know shit.
Yeah, last year when they did the WNBA All-Star.
And that's another point about the All-Star game. You watch the first quarter, everybody's driving the lane. You know what I mean? Everybody's. It's a bunch of easy layups. Nobody's really playing hard defense.
Fourth quarter, they balling out.
Fourth quarter, they go stupid. But who's really shooting threes? That's probably why Steph Curry isn't starting, because who's really shooting threes in the first half?
I mean, you'd be surprised.
Well, they're going back to the East and West this year. Like this is the first they're going back East and West, right? So they're using just 6 teams. That's why it's all East versus West this year, right? When you look at the lineup, it's all East versus West. So LeBron had to pick all West Coast players and all East Coast players. The East Coast lineup, I mean, stroke, but they don't look as stout. They don't look as stout. This is the West Coast does, man.
West Coast got a nasty squad.
Well,
I didn't know that was this
to get
month.
off this NBA, let's talk about a little bit about football.
All right.
He's my boy over here,
Oh,
Chris,
man.
my
You
boy
already know
Chris
how I'm
over here.
coming.
He's a Washington Red.
Oh,
Well,
man.
they're not even Redskins
Washington
anymore.
football
They're
team?
not-
Oh,
they're
Commanders. I'm
the
sorry.
Washington Commanders.
They're the
I
Commanders
still want to
now.
call them the Redskins.
They're always going to be
they're
the
always gonna
Skins
be
to
the
a real
Redskins,
fan.
for sure.
If you're real, yeah.
But
And that's where you show respect. You show respect and you put that Redskin on there name.
For sure.
Absolutely. They're the Skins, right? It really matter what they call them, bro. They're the Skins. Right?
What about this? What about this new head coach y'all just got, Quinn?
Oh man, Dan Quinn. I mean, I'm excited. I mean, why can't I be excited? As bad as he's been for the last 35 seasons, I'm excited for anything that'll bring us some hope. And yeah, I'm not a bit disappointed. Dan Quinn's a good coach. I'm cool that we picked up what's his name from USC.
Cliff Kingsbury. Y'all picked up him.
Cliff Kingsbury, yeah, coming from USC. Hoping we in the Chicago Bears make a little trade or work something out and get a first round pick. I mean, I would much rather Caleb Williams over who we're projected to take. I'm a little disappointed in going for another North Carolina quarterback. So we got Sam Howell. Sam Howell's already North Carolina quarterback. We're doing the same thing over again. Like I don't know why we settle for these average. And no disrespect. I'm not putting no disrespect on any of these quarterbacks. They're somewhere I am not playing. My arm is not doing what they're doing. My brain is not doing what they're doing on a daily basis. I am not out there putting in the work. Right. However, as a dedicated fan, I'm disappointed. We make these kind of calls. You know, I wish I could sit in a room with somebody and voice my opinion.
You don't think y'all should go and get like a veteran quarterback, like a good veteran, like actually spend the money or some of the picks to get you a good quarterback to come there instead of drafting
Does
a
Washington have the money? Who owns Washington?
I mean exactly. And you go for a rookie because you get him in a rookie contract. You save yourself for the first 3 years, and then you worry about that in the long run. It's one of those like it's a good move when it comes to contract and saving a little money on the front end, spend it on the back end. Yeah. But I'm definitely rather investing in a younger quarterback who's out there right now that you can go get. Like, give me somebody that's out there right now that I'm like that's gonna wow me for the Washington. I think Washington's a good young team that's been we've been rough for a long time, and I think we're on the verge of something good this year. Our defense is straight. I don't know why we let go of some good defense and Chase Young's over the 49ers. You know, I don't know why we made this move, but it happened. But we still decent defense. Still a couple moves away, and we're good.
Yeah, I think it'll some picks for it, but like, that was I didn't see that one coming. I did not see y'all getting rid of Chase Young like that, and especially him just sending him to the 49ers to a contender like that. I didn't. That was when I saw that trade, I was fucking shocked. I honestly was.
Yeah, man, it was disappointing when they did that. It was kind of kind of sad that day.
There's been a lot of.
But this year we got some good picks. You know, we're in the second round pick right now. I'm like I said, hoping to do something with Chicago, and then we have a second round 36 pick, a second round 40 pick. So nothing too deep of a weight. Maybe we can jump up a little bit somewhere in there to get 3 young good players. Definitely the quarterback. Man, I like Sam Howell, but I would definitely like Caleb Williams would be way better.
Yeah, I mean, you said y'all have the second pick.
Yeah, the second pick. I think Chicago, and then
I mean, I don't see Chicago taking a quarterback. So
you think they're gonna put all their faith in Justin Fields this year?
I think that probably. I don't know, dude. I feel. Well, you might be right. They might take a quarterback. I think.
I mean, everything you hear about him is like they feel like they don't trust the boy too much, man. So they fuck around and.
I mean, he's a good quarterback. Like, the dude he's running for his fucking life. Right, dude, he has no line. That's kind of like I was watching an interview on CJ Stroud and talking about Bryce Young. Like, he was like everybody hating on Bryce Young, and he was like, the dude didn't have a line. He didn't have no one to throw, and the people he was throwing to weren't catching the fucking ball. And I feel like it kind of falls back to him. Like the dude's running for his fucking life. He doesn't have a line. Like every time he says hut, like he's fucking running.
He had a couple good games this year too, though. I mean, he Bryce really showed out in a bunch of games. He had a couple. They probably had like 7 games that were close games.
Yeah,
Lost less than 7. They had a bunch of good games. They're just gonna find a way to get over the hump as a young quarterback, but he'll figure it out.
I feel like Chicago should keep him. I feel like Justin Fields is that I would keep him.
As much as they invested in him, you think?
Like invest in, yeah. I feel like you just need to go out there and get you a good line and get him one more, like either a good running back or a good like a two-way running back. Like get him a running back that he can throw and hand off to, like kind of a Christian McCaffrey, which I mean it's super fucking hard to find. Like you don't find those every day, but like get the dude a line and you get him a line and he still plays like shit, then it's him.
Sometimes it's better to just cut your losses, you know, no matter how much you have invested in somebody. Sometimes it's better to just start fresh, man.
Isn't he? Have they gave him a contract yet? Isn't he still on the rookie contract?
I think he's got a big contract.
Did he?
Yeah. Okay. I think he's got a big contract. I think that's one of those issues of why they want to trade him when he's trading him. Somebody's going to pay him. I think somebody's paying him regardless. He got money coming this year. I think they were talking big fucking money, like $69 million or something retarded. It was something ridiculous. If I'm not mistaken. Google that.
Justin Fields?
Somebody have to Google that. Yeah, it's just a big contract, don't he?
I don't know. We're about to find out.
Let's find out.
Let's find out.
It's
yeah, we can get quiet real quick. Everybody about to Google something.
Well, it's abnormal what a big contract is in the NFL anymore, bro.
Yeah, it's like he gets paid.
Yeah, some of these contracts are just unruly.
Says that Chief Football next season. Let's see.
No, he's kind of a big one then.
No, I was about to say, yeah, in 2024, he's on base salary. No, yeah, he's still on his rookie contract.
No, we can he's waiting to get paid.
Huh?
I don't know. They probably let him go, man. They ain't really
right.
Yeah, you got to sign him.
Got no faith in him. They're gonna let him go.
Yeah, his total guarantee is 18 mil. His signing bonus was 11 million, and then average salary is 4 million.
All right.
So in 2021, he made 600 cap. He made signing. So yeah, he made 3.3 million that year. 2022, he made 4 million. 2023, he made 5 million, and then next year he's gonna make 6 million.
Yeah, the boy ain't starving. They could really try something fresh, you know.
I mean, he's been with them for 5 years already.
Yeah, he's been there since 2021. So yeah, next year will be
going on 3.
Be 4 years.
3 years.
Yeah, he's been there 3 years, going on 4 years.
With the boy shot, he still got a shot.
Well, what's the lifespan? What's the lifespan for an NFL career?
I mean,
for a quarterback,
it just really depended.
Man,
I mean, he's
if you're a running quarterback or if you're a passing quarterback, man. If you're a running quarterback, you're probably under 10. If you're passing over 10.
Yeah,
I was about to say, and he's a running quarterback. He does have an arm, but he is more of a running quarterback. I feel like it's kind of. I mean. I don't know. It's kind of like a old boy from the Ravens, Jackson.
Oh, Lamar
Jackson. Like
he's so multifaceted, though, man. Jackson's kind of an anomaly. The way he kind of he's got an arm on him. He doesn't. I mean, he doesn't always have to rely on his offense. He can do his which you know, I think we talked about it last week that I always considered the best. Not the best quarterback. I mean, Dak Prescott, I felt like had the most, you know, quarterback options where he's just running the ball himself. I thought he made that popular, but apparently there's a lot of other quarterbacks that are in there. Lamar had such a crazy year this year, and he came so close. It was supposed to be his year. I think, I mean, of course, we're proud of the work he did, but
he definitely still getting.
What do you think happened to Lamar in the playoffs, man? What do you think happened?
I think those Chiefs happened. If you want to be honest, I think those motherfucking Chiefs put a hurt in his dog.
Man, tell me you're a Chiefs fan without telling me.
I don't know. I mean, he crumbled. He was not that he was scared or nothing, but he didn't know what to do. I mean, it wasn't like the Chiefs played anything super crazy.
Right. I think it was a learning experience. It was a learning experience both for Lamar and for the coaching staff. On what you can lean on, in those championship. You know, when you get
just like the Cowboys, learning experience.
Cowboys
need
a scholarship.
I'm not even a Cowboy fan. I'm definitely not a Cowboy fan, trust me. But I'm disappointed, when they went out in the first game because they went out there and played a lot of zone defense.
Cowboys,
don't know why they played a lot of zone defense. They don't have.
Cowboys
they play man defense all year long. They have the corners and the safeties to play man. And they played a lot of zone in that game and got beat, man.
I don't know if they learning shit. They need a motherfucking master's degree. They've been learning for 30 years. The motherfuckers, Cowboys. Man, I love the Cowboys, but
them Detroit Lions have done more in the past 30 years than they have.
You ain't lying. Fucking Detroit. Shut their ass this year.
Jared Goff doing the thing over there, man.
He got to step the fuck back. Like I had my brother on the podcast not too long ago, and we were talking about this. Like, Cowboys are never going to be anything until Jerry Jones steps the fuck back.
Is that ever going to happen?
Though.
You can't rely on Jerry.
They still sometimes. I'm watching Jerry on the thing of the day. He's an old man. I mean, I know he's already old. When he gets close up on those cameras, like, damn, he's ready. He's ready to be off the camera.
You know, there's a famous photo of the first black kids to ever go to when they integrated schools in America, and the first like 2 black kids to go to a public school. It was all white school, and they're just getting picked on and shit thrown at them. If you look in the back in that photo, Jerry Jones 4-eyed ass is back there, fucking looking on.
I did see this. Well, see,
he's back there throwing shit too.
You know he was.
You don't even know
he probably instigated. There they go, guys.
If you got him on video, he's throwing shit.
He probably started that shit.
Well, see, before we get you off here, Super Bowl's this weekend.
Yes,
so, who you got?
Man, no disrespect. I'm not a Kansas City fan either.
But tell the truth, though. But tell the truth.
I'm going for the Niners. I'm going for the Niners.
You want the Niners to win, but who do you think has the advantage?
The Niners look good. 49ers look good. Debo's playing. They said he ain't hurt. He's good. His shoulder may look good. They run plays through him a lot. I know McCaffrey a beast. Debo a beast. Debo is the receiver with a running back body.
They have so many
tight end mentality.
Yep.
He be killing them.
Brock Purdy's been showing his ass too. Let's not deny Brock Purdy has been showing his.
We talked about
I mean, surprisingly, honestly, like he shot me from last year to this year when
me too.
He was the third or fourth string quarterback. What was he coming off? The third?
I think he was the third.
Oh, okay.
No, because that's when
it was Garoppolo.
They had Garoppolo,
and
they had another dude ahead of him, and they both got hurt. And then
they both got hurt in one game, and he was the third.
Oh shit!
He got his shot. That's how he did. And
then
fucking balled out.
One of them Tony Romos, and he ain't gonna let that shit go. He ain't letting that shit go at all, man. Dude, that's how Tony did it.
Yeah.
But
I'm not mad at it.
And that's kind of what, like when Tony Romo got hurt, and then Dak came in, and then they were like, "Fuck Tony Romo, we got Dak." So
cycle. It's a
no,
cycle, man.
It is a vicious cycle. But that's
I definitely have to agree with C on this. Like 49ers, I feel like they got a lot more weapons. And I mean, the Chiefs, don't get me wrong, they're great. They got Travis Kelce and they got Patrick Mahomes. But like the receiving crew that he's had this year, his wide receivers have been dropping a lot of fucking passes.
But his defense has been incredible.
Defense has been good, but I feel like the 49ers defense and offense has been better.
Hey, that defense and the 49ers going to get them.
I still have dreams of Scatling knocking that ball out of the hands of the Lions. What were they playing? Was it the Lions or the Ravens? A week before last, and
they played the Lions or
the Ravens.
Because
the Niners beat the Lions, the Ravens were all but in the end zone. But he jumped into the end zone for the touchdown, and Scatling fucking just punched it out of his hand for the touchback. It was beautiful. I think about it twice a day. He's got a defense from hell over there at Kansas, man.
Oh yeah.
He's a Chiefs fan, huh?
Dude,
yeah.
If you watch last week's pod, dude, he he's sitting here with his.
I was gonna wear the jersey today, but the game's on Sunday, so I'm waiting until next week. Next week's pod, I'm gonna have it, and I might even get one of them commemorative rings. You know what I'm saying? 2024 commemorative rings.
If you don't see it on the pod, if you don't see him wearing it on the podcast next week, you know why.
Hey, win, lose, or draw, I'm gonna have that shit on.
Get it.
All right, see. Well,
fellas, enjoy, man. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you coming on,
man. Good one.
Hell yeah, appreciate you coming
through. Anytime, man.
You definitely got to jump back on sometime soon. Maybe you should come get on it with us here.
Yeah, come do a live up.
Hey, you know what? I'll take them up on that. Let's set something up and I'll come on through.
Sounds good, my boy.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Have a good one, fellas.
Later, see.
Later.
I like the opinions.
Oh yeah, dude. He had a lot of opinions, and he had a lot of good input. That's what I love about C. Like C he is a sports fan just like me, and especially basketball. I mean, he watches it all too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like the dude he's a basketball fanatic too. Like and the dude can and I will give it to you. Like C can ball.
Oh yeah, I've heard
straight up basketball. Like me and him have played basketball together for a long time, and the dude can ball.
Hell yeah.
Like he really can ball. Like
and that's one thing I love sports. I don't watch a ton of sports. I don't watch nearly as much sports as I'd like to. I'll put it that way. I'm missing a lot of games throughout the season, but I try to always follow up with statistics and shit. I like to hear from dudes that actually have the inside. I'm not always, keyed in on trades and who's coaching who. So I like to hear from motherfuckers that actually are, involved with the shit. I do like it. I have my favorites and I watch those games. Frankly, it pisses me off that when the NBA comes on, there's 11 games a night. 3 of them are happening at any given time.
Fuck yeah.
So you're bound, unless you're watching a Buffalo Wild Wings with 47 TVs around you, you're bound to miss some shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's one thing about the UFC, because it comes on at a specific date, specific time, and you get to watch the fights in rapid succession.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a big difference.
Yeah, I know. If you're watching NBA games back to back, you're going to be watching
fight's going
all
to take
day.
like 10 to, anywhere from
15,
14 seconds, anywhere to 25 minutes.
Sometimes less.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. But yeah, did you hear about old Toby Keith?
Oh man, R.I.P. a real legend, bro. Toby Keith, man.
Bro,
I should have pulled up in a red Solo cup today, man.
Yeah, you should have. You're letting him down on drinking.
Some of the best drinking songs country music has ever known came from Toby Keith. Some of the best country music has ever known came from Toby Keith. I found out today Toby Keith signed Taylor Swift to her first contract.
I didn't know that.
She was a week in Nashville, 1 week, and Toby Keith heard her shit, liked her, brought her in the studio, signed her, and the rest is history. You got T Sweezy. So
tell me you're here back on the Chiefs.
I know you always on me about being a Swiftie, but you're always on me. But I'm not even a Swiftie like that. Yeah, she's got some bangers. Who can deny that? Her collab with T-Pain was fucking legendary. I still fuck with it, but no, Toby Keith in particular, man. It's really sad when we lose a legend.
And honestly, I had no idea he was even battling through all that.
If you seen him the last couple months, man, you can see it on his face.
Oh yeah, for sure. Once I finally started seeing pictures and stuff like that, I did see. I was like, dude, he's fucking skinny as hell, and you can tell. When you see someone lose all that weight compared to what he was.
Yeah.
You automatically know it was some kind of cancer, but I had no idea. And then I found out, it was stomach cancer or something like that.
Yeah, stomach cancer.
I had no idea.
Dude. 62. That's still very young, especially considering where we are right now.
That is very young.
62 is very young.
That's younger than my dad.
I'm saying, dude.
So that'd be that's just crazy. But I had
terrible.
No idea about it, and it does suck because the dude brought some bangers. I have so many Toby Keith songs on my phone right now.
100%, dude. He's one of them ones in country music. You don't even have to be a country music fan to know who Toby Keith is, right? He's got one of those names that holds weight.
Yeah.
And a reputation that far precedes him.
He's for sure.
Incredible artist, man. That was a sad loss. There's been a lot of sad losses in the last year. A lot of sad losses, man.
And that's for sure.
But that was one that hit close with everybody. One of those American staples. Some artists, breach generations. Some artists, just make timeless hits. Like we're talking about Bob Marley and shit. I felt like Toby Keith was one of them ones, man, where like even if you run into country music, you know who the dude is. You know, I feel like it's like George Strait. You know, it might be a far comparison, but I feel like you don't have to be a fan to know that dude is important.
I'm gonna be honest, like
you've always said that. I forget.
I've never been a George Strait
You're from
fan.
Texas. What the hell wrong with you?
I mean, that's fine, and like people can say what they want, but like
he's the king of country.
I just like not to me.
I love it.
No, not to me.
Well, I'm not gonna argue with you because you got motherfucking. I can't remember his name. Empty Glass. I love that nigga, man. What's his name?
Gary Stewart.
Gary Stewart.
Yeah, like see, like that
Gary
kind of music like
yeah,
that
bro.
to me, like I'm more into that, like that.
Sad drinking songs. You're a Hank Sr. fan. You like the sad drinking songs. We like the party drinking songs. I'm a Hank Jr. fan.
Earl Thomas Conley. Like,
yeah.
I mean, like that's
fuck with some Conway Twitty here and there.
There you go. Now
you know
you're
what I'm
talking
saying?
to me.
Sure.
But like me, yeah, like Gary Stewart. Like I'm a huge Gary Stewart fan. Like,
who isn't? Gary
and
Stewart's
I still
got real deal
bang his music.
Timeless hits. Bro.
Oh yeah, like,
should make you cry if you ain't in the right
And I'm
mood.
not saying that George Strait, like he doesn't have good music or like his music's terrible or anything like that. He does have great songs and great music, and he's a great artist. But like I don't feel like he's like, because he's as big as he, like, I don't know, like people make him like he's god of country, and I don't.
When you implement the fiddle in your songs, that's what really touches me.
Yeah,
that lets me know you're real deal Texas. You know, Amarillo by Morning starts off with the fiddle playing.
Well, it's a good song.
Like
I'm not saying that it's
shit.
not. It's just like I don't. To me, he's not the king of country. To me,
well, I guess it's all preference.
For sure, and everybody's got their opinion. Like,
sure.
Probably people like when they hear me talking, they're like Gary Stewart, like he sucks. Like that's okay. Like
some motherfuckers listen to Reba McEntire.
Yeah.
You know, Tracy Chapman just won, I think, a Grammy or something for a Fast Car that came out 30 years ago.
Well, yeah, and I don't know how true this is, but I heard after Luke Combs and Tracy Chapman did the deal on the Grammys that people that her song hit number 1 on the charts again.
It did. I saw that on Twitter.
After 35 years.
It's so crazy.
That is crazy.
That is something about this younger generation that I do really appreciate. It's kind of
like the Fleetwood Mac when the dude, the skateboard.
Yo, Dogface 420, bro. Dogface 420
and
sung
then
that shit.
Fleetwood Mac, they went to number 1 on the chart
after
again.
40-something years?
Dude, yes.
50 years.
And that's crazy how something like that happened. Like, how the fuck have you not heard that song?
It's incredible.
First of all, like it's been on my playlist.
I really don't. I've never had a TikTok, never even wanted to have one, but TikTok really does blow up music.
Oh yeah,
people have never heard.
Blow up a person really quick. It's crazy.
That song, Running Up That Road, Running Up That Hill. It popped because Stranger Things. It was on the previous season of Stranger Things. And that song charted after like 30 something years. You never got into Stranger Things?
No, I didn't. Well,
that's just, on par with what you're saying about not watching Netflix shows. That was one of them fucking shows that I felt like the whole nation was watching, like Mad Men. Yeah. Like everybody's watching at the same time.
For sure.
And sure, people fell off after season 2. Yeah, it got a lot less interesting, but I still liked it.
Like back onto that, like it is crazy how TikTok will make you blow the fuck up.
Yeah, off an old ass song, bro.
Quick.
It's crazy, and it helps you discover music. Miles. I opened up this episode playing Miles. That's all TikTok, Instagram shit. And now that motherfucker's on Jimmy Fallon. Like, how can you argue with that? I don't even like TikTok. I do think it's a fucking Chinese spy app.
Right now, I mean, I know you're not on TikTok, but my TikTok blowing the fuck up because of your old boy Drake yesterday going viral.
Drizzy, hey, listen. Bro. I don't really say this often.
I don't really say this often.
But this long dick nigga ain't for the long time. I knew the memes were coming. I wasn't ready for them. It's hilarious. I don't know why he was wagging that shit around like that, like a dog in heat, bro.
Bro, like who the fuck is this? Like this dude trying to impress?
He's wagging it for all the dogs. Wasn't that his last album, For All the Dogs? And no, honestly, who is he trying to impress? You're the biggest star. I mean, not even one of the biggest stars. You can't even call him one. He is the biggest star in any genre. He's not even from America, but he's number one. He's been on the top 100 Billboard charts for the past like 11 years straight. Hasn't left. He's always had a song on the top 100 for the past like 11
Like,
years
the dude
straight.
could have any
More
woman he
Grammys
wants.
than the Beatles. Literally more. Not Grammys, but more number one singles than the Beatles. The number one artist of all time. Who do you really got to impress wagging your dick on camera, bro? I don't know why he wanted to pull his dick out. It's crazy. I mean, some people just maybe just feeling a little frisky, maybe having a little bit of
And the crazy thing is, like,
sipping on a Henny a little bit.
we got a group message, and it's me, Malk over here, and then our buddy G,
our boy G Wagon.
And
shout out G.
I sent him a TikTok, and they were like, and then Malk was like, "Hey, did y'all see the video of Drake?"
Man, same man.
And I'm like, "Dude, I saw something on TikTok. Like, what the hell is happening?" And he sends me.
I just wanted to make sure you got it.
Yeah, he sends me.
You know, they took it off the internet so fast,
dude. No shit.
They took it off Twitter immediately.
Sends me the deal from Twitter.
Yeah, the link.
So I click on it, and it says, and I had no idea that at the time. Like, I was about to open it up and see fucking Drake fucking wobbling his fucking elephant trunk everywhere.
Started from the bottom, now we
dude, yeah, fucking waggling his fucking elephant trunk everywhere. And so I click on it, and it is like, what you're trying to watch is violated X's rules. God. And I'm like, dude, I text him back, and I'm like, dude, whatever you're trying to send me, I don't want to fucking see, because if it's violating Twitter, it's a fucked up video.
They got hardcore porn and murder on Twitter.
That's what I'm saying. I be seeing people, like
some shit.
I be seeing people like scrolling, and then be people fucking, and then people getting, like he said, getting blown up, killed,
losing
like
limbs, getting
it's
caught
the
up.
Wildest thing. And then he's trying to send me a video of Drake, and it's like, no, you can't watch it. It violated our rules. Like,
that's just Drake acting fast. I think he got in contact with everybody he knows. Like, hey, get this shit scrubbed from the internet. I can't be the guy wagging it. And to be,
he just gained so many followers.
He did, but also on Instagram, he's had to like deactivate his comments, or at least limit them to people he follows. And he's only posting on his stories, so you can't comment on the story. He's not posting the actual post
right now.
Yeah. He's really trying to let this shit die down.
I'm surprised he hasn't came out with something like some smart ass remark.
Well, Aiden Ross. I don't like to talk about streamers because I really don't watch Twitch.
I did see him. Like, he said that
he was texting him about it. He sent him a bunch of like yawning emojis. Like, who cares? Everybody shows their dick here and there, Everybody has nudes floating around. Is the crazy thing. Everybody has nudes floating around.
If you're a celebrity, you really do. Like,
if you're a celebrity, I think you're more at risk of getting them bitches publicized. But the mass majority of adult
all I know is that girl is definitely never getting a chance with Drake again for posting that.
Bro. It got intercepted. It wasn't her that posted it. She's like, I'm so sorry. Like, my girl took my phone. Whatever it is, my home. Somebody intercepted that shit. Some kind of hacker. If they can hack Rockstar Game servers and blast GTA 6 gameplay footage last year, you can get into Drake's phone. I mean, let's be realistic. Anybody can. If Rockstar Games can get hacked,
it's like my
NSA can
mom
get hacked.
She's in the IT department for a bank.
Yeah.
And dude, she's like, she tells me all the time how crazy it is, like people hacking into their deals.
It's probably so hard to keep your shit private, bro.
Oh yeah, bro.
At this point, I saw an ad on YouTube yesterday that was like, hey, you want to know what your spouse is texting? Just type in their number on this website and you can see all their messages. What kind of shit is that? It looked like some phony baloney shit, but we are getting to a point where privacy is
it's out of the question.
Well, data is the hottest commodity on the planet. At first, nobody really knew what they were selling. You get on a website and they'd be like, hey, we use cookies, or hey, are you okay if we share your data? And you're just like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. What is data anyway? Now it's the hottest commodity. Every country is selling each other's data. The richest people in the world, like Zuckerberg and shit, get paid off of what you post so that they can curate shit. It's supposed to be so that they can curate your feed and what you see online tailored to you and what you like. But I mean, in actuality, it seems just like a huge invasion of privacy, when you get down to it, because they have access to everything you do. And I say they like it's a big, broad organization. Motherfucker, it's just whatever website you get on, you're giving them access to. They can, if you read the fine print, they can see everything that you access with your IP address, whether you get on it with your phone, your computer, your iPad. They can tell what you're looking at, for how long. People talk so much about how crazy the algorithm of these social media networks is. Imagine the algorithm for like Pornhub or something like that, or fucking, you know, websites that are trying to teach you bad shit, like how to build bombs and shit. I'm sure they're all collecting data. They all use cookies. You see that all the time. We use cookies. Motherfuckers like, I love chocolate chip. You don't actually think that they're selling that shit and making money off of what you look at.
Yeah.
It's a crazy game.
It's a like I say it all the time on our podcast. It's a fucked up world we live in.
Facts.
And it's just getting honestly crazier. It's kind of like everybody right now, like walking around with them fucking Apple Vision Pros on. Like,
Vision Pros,
it is kind of cool. I mean, I guess, but
the
like,
capabilities
I'm not
cool.
gonna be walking around fucking public with some fucking big ass ski goggles on. Just to watch and like, there's like sitting here like,
just like the Oculus, it's a big fad that's popping
really
right now.
Is,
and
but
gonna
like
die out
$4
tomorrow.
grand, $3-4 grand
and
for some fucking deals that somebody could just swipe off your fucking head and take off running.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's security measures involved. I'm sure you got
I'm sure,
passwords, just like an iPhone.
It's kind of like an Apple.
It's
like
any other Apple device, you know.
But
the
still,
security like motherfucker. But even still, I mean, you got that shit on your face all the time. You can never. Before you know it, there's gonna be dudes doing 3D walkthroughs with the Vision Pro, committing crimes, murders, robberies, and it's gonna be real easy to track you down because I'm sure it's linked to your IP address and all that shit.
Yeah.
I'm sure you got your iCloud account synced to it.
Stupid.
People are fucking dumb. And this is the first one. Remember when the iPhone dropped and everybody went ape shit, bro? And then the iPhone 3 came out and it was the best thing. You know, it's gonna be that right there, or the Oculus, and then the Oculus Quest, and the you know, it's just like anything else. This is the first we're seeing of this shit, but it's a fad. Everybody wants that exclusive thing. It's like when Balenciaga drops some ugly ass boots or something.
Dude, all their shit's ugly. I've never. You do like some of their shoes. I know.
I like design shit. I love their runners.
I was about to say yes.
The three,
like,
yeah,
dude,
bro. I tried to get some of the runners.
I just
They're
can't get into
stupid
them.
expensive.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I got them Versace's, and I told myself I ain't never gonna pay this kind of money again, bro. I don't give a fuck what the name is. I'm not paying this kind of money.
Oh yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Then chain reactions are hard, but yeah, I do like the runners, but a lot of that shit just looks ridiculous. I don't give a shit if it's designer, and so I mean, it's not like I'm fucking putting that shit on. I'm really relaxed right now, but
yeah.
I don't care what kind of brand name it has on it, bro. I'm not paying $1,000 for a shirt just because it says Balenciaga across the front. I could buy a Cricut and make my own Balenciaga shit if I wanted to be.
He's talking about that right now, but he's over here with some Yeezy slides on.
I do got the Yeezy shits on. This is like my third or fourth pair. But this ain't even close to that because that shit $2,000-$3,000 a pair, bro. You can get lost.
It's dumb,
and
especially
it looks so ugly. It's all fishnetty and motherfucking. Remember when they had that big photo shoot? Balenciaga got in trouble because they had a photo shoot with children. It was like toddlers and like 2 and 3 year olds, and it was like they designed the sets for these photo shoots, and it was all BDSM. Leather and chains and like real sexualized shit. All the books that were laid around.
Wasn't that with like Yeezy? Like,
that's when they fired Yeezy. That's when Yeezy got fired from Adidas and Balenciaga pulled out from their collaboration with him. Everybody was backing away from Yeezy. That photo shoot dropped. Even the books that were on the desk that one of the kids were at. If you go through the pages of the book, it's an old fucking book from way long time ago, but it's a bunch of pictures of, sick shit. I don't even have it's been 1.5 years, 2 years now, so I don't have all the details. But I remember how
crazy how much because I need some new work shoes, so I'm like looking through shoes, and it's mind boggling how fucking expensive
it's crazy
designer shoes are, like especially Jordans.
Yeah,
like depending on some of the Jordans, like I'm like looking and like I know like especially like the Freddie, like I was looking on and then Freddie Cougars pop up on there.
Yeah,
and it's just like, dude, $100 and something thousand for some Freddie Cougars, just shoes, bro.
Insane.
Like just fucking shoes. Like why do they have to be $130,000? Like
that's
dude, like why don't you like they are exclusive, but like mass produce them, like so you can make just so much more money off these because so many more people are gonna buy them.
It is impressive when some of those designers burn their entire they'll put out. It's always seasons. This season's shit. This is Yeezy season 5, Yeezy season 6. So Louis Vuitton will put out a whole slew of shit, and everything they don't sell they just burn to keep it exclusive.
It's
crazy to think that, but it's also like, okay, if you got that shit, you got that shit.
Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah,
you can
for
say you
sure.
got some one of one shit. I mean, it's not always one of one. But I'm just saying it makes it more exclusive. If I
Yeah.
can go to the mall and buy the same LRG shirt everybody else got on, I'm not gonna feel like I got that shit on.
I understand.
I want to pay a lot
I
of
get
money
where you're
for it.
coming from, but like, dude, it's just fucking. It's a crazy. Like somebody's gonna go out there and really spend $100,000.
Some of that shit is ugly. Some of that shit is just ugly, and a lot of it, especially Balmain, is terrible about it. They'll put out shirts. It'll be a white long
off
tee.
white.
Off-white. Well, Off-White was really creative when Virgil was.
Oh
the head
yeah,
of
for
it.
sure.
Virgil always had that shit looking.
There's so many
cool,
off-white
dude.
shoes that I want, but
So
I'm like, dude,
impressive.
I am not spending $1,000 on these shoes.
And now who's the head of Louis Vuitton since Virgil died? I think it's Pharrell Williams. They
Is
just
it
did
really?
the yeah, they just did
I
the
did
Louis
not know
Vuitton.
that.
They just did the Louis Vuitton
For
they
real.
released his season and shit.
Oh shit.
Some of it looks cool, a lot of it looks fucking busted. I remember Lil Durk wore a Louis Vuitton shirt to the Grammys recently, and it was a Pharrell Williams like complete design top to bottom. Which I mean, it's cool when he makes it for one person in particular, but a lot of that shit looks busted. He had a $1 million bag because all the links and shit to the it's just Louis Vuitton purse, but it was $1 million because it was all 24 karat gold.
That's fucking crazy.
It is crazy, and I mean, who the fuck's gonna pay for that?
Yeah.
Pharrell's gonna be the only one with it because he designed it, which is exclusive.
Yeah.
When you're motherfucking Hollywood, you want to have some shit ain't nobody
I
got.
have no idea.
You really gotta
I
go the
just
extra
learned something
mile.
new today.
Yeah, motherfuckers got to go the extra mile. You know, you used to be able to go to Barney's and pick that shit up. Now they got to get it from Bergdorf, whatever.
Did you check out any of these UFC fights this week?
Absolutely, I did. They were incredible. Shout out Molly McCann for getting her first submission win.
Bro, she
her
dropped
career.
down a weight class.
Dropped down a weight class. Yeah.
And she was not playing around. She's been getting a lot of contests here lately and
She's
stuff
been
like
on a
that.
losing
Grappling.
streak.
She
She's
really
been on a
had.
nasty losing streak.
And
It's good to see her win one.
She was talking about
her mom was in the audience.
She was like, she said she didn't feel healthy fighting in the class that she was in, so she dropped weight. And which is kind of crazy to me because like most of the time they don't feel healthy dropping weight to go and fight. And she's like, this is the best that I felt. And
usually it's like I want to fight at my walk around weight.
So
I walk around up here and then I have to cut weight.
So she was fighting at 125 to go down to 115, and fucking 10 pounds is like you don't think like.
Usually it's at the detriment of the fighter though. Usually you drop 10 pounds, bro. You're a fraction of what your full capacity was.
For sure. That's
she showed her ass,
she
bro.
did. She balled out and she looked good on that armbar. I was glad to see her get back in the win column because I am a huge meatball fucking fan.
Shit, Chris Cyborg said that she could be a future champion for sure.
Oh yeah,
and I agree.
Oh, yeah. I definitely agree. Great. I feel like those couple losses and then her dropping in the weight class, I think that's going to be a good deal for her.
Yeah, that was a good card, bro. And I'm not even gonna lie, I'm consulting the internet to remind me who else fought because that shit really stuck out to me. Oh, bro, Thimba Garimbo. Thimba Garimbo is this dude from Africa. He came over. You might have seen the clip of The Rock gifting him a house.
Gifting him a house.
He was sleeping in the gym. He had like $7 to his name. Everything he was sending back to his family. The Rock met up with him, gifted him a fucking house. That dude went out there and had one of the most impressive first round finishes I've ever seen. Yeah. He beat the brakes off that cat.
I have to say, like, I only caught a few of the fights, so I didn't get to see a whole lot.
Yeah, bro.
But I made sure I watched Meatball.
Fuck yeah, bro. Thimba Garimbo did very well. And I'm excited. I hope, and he said he wants to be a champion this year, bro. I'm really in that dude's corner, bro. He's all heart. He's pure, transparent, completely. He's all heart, bro.
This next card, the 298 coming up. It's got some,
gonna be a
bro.
card,
did you see that card, dude? Everybody on there is so good. Like that's a really fucking good card.
Yeah, there were some other pretty nice fights on there. Randy Brown beat Muslim Salikov. That was pretty good. Muslim Salikov looked a little sluggish. I can't lie. Renato Moicano beating Drew Dober. That was a dog fight. That was one to watch, bro.
I give it to you on pronouncing all these names.
I can't lie. I play the UFC video game, bro. UFC 4 taught me a majority of this shit. Plus, I watch Rogan a bunch.
Oh yeah,
and he has a bunch of them dudes on there. But yeah, bro, I'm obsessed with that game. That's one of the only video games I play. I don't think there's a more fun game now that UFC 5 is out. I said it last week. Like everybody who's still playing UFC 4 is just an absolute dominator. It's like the guys that didn't want to get the new game because they've already put 700 hours into the old game. They're already experts at it. You know, they don't want to start from scratch. So it's kind of impossible to play online anymore. But Nusradin Imavov fought Roman Dolidze, and That was a crazy fight. I'm trying to remember the highlights of it. I want to say, fuck, man, I don't even remember. I don't remember. It was a good fight, and like you said, 298. I've just got my eyes on the prize, man. 298 is a stacked fucking card. We can kind of name some of that card right now. I'm ready for it.
Volk is fighting.
Volk's fighting.
And then I think
Volk's heading it with Ilya Topuria.
And I think like Henry
Cejudo
is on there.
Cejudo's fighting Merab Dvalishvili. And Merab has always been second to who's the
and then
Aljo Sterling.
Oh, I was about to
remember
say,
he was gonna take the title, but he wouldn't fight Aljo. He was gonna take the title, but he wouldn't fight Aljo. He's like, bro, shit. Aljo fight.
That's because they train together, and
he's like, he beats my ass in the gym every day.
And that's what he said. And dude, the Paulo Costa and Whitaker, that's going to be his biggest test because Whitaker is he's kind of like Gilbert Burns to me.
Yeah.
And I think Gilbert is
is Gilbert fighting too?
I don't know if he's on this card.
I want to say Gilbert's on 299. I could be wrong.
You might be right. I think you might be right. I'll have to go and check. But no, that's going to be his biggest test because Whitaker's a fucking dog. And I'm really excited about the Gary and Neil fight too. That's going to be a good one.
I've always fucked with Ian Gary. Is it Neil Magny he's fighting? Neil Magny's a vet.
And then Mackenzie Dern, she's fighting. She's fighting Amanda Lemons.
Motherfucker. Oh yeah,
dude.
That's gonna be a crazy.
That's
fight.
gonna be a crazy fucking
that's
fight.
Gonna be
and
insane.
that's on the prelim.
That's
a prelim. That's
fight,
the final
dude.
fight on the prelim. But
I do like Justin Taffa. Justin Taffa's a big boy. He's been knocking dudes out. Rogerio de Lima is a big fucker too, but man, this card is stacked,
dude. It really is, dude.
dude.
I'm so excited about it.
Roman Kopylov, Anthony Hernandez, Fluffy Hernandez is a killer too,
have to
bro.
Be our first
watching live. I love that
UFC.
Fuck yeah, I'd love that.
You might get a long episode.
Shit, that's next week.
Yes,
bro.
Next week.
Yeah, we might have to go ahead and do that.
Yeah,
set up a screen back here just like we did for the first app.
So
I'm with that
for sure. But
fuck yeah, boy.
You got anything else?
We covered all our bases, man.
Dude, it was a good one today.
I liked it. I appreciate
it. Especially C popping up and getting all that sports on us.
Good looking out, hitting us with some facts, man. Hitting us with some good predictions. We're gonna see how Sunday goes. Good luck to both teams. Good luck to San Francisco. I know you've really got your work cut out for you.
Oh yeah,
against one of the best teams in the motherfucking league, Kansas City Chiefs, San Francisco 49ers, February 11th. We're almost there, baby. We're almost there. We're excited. I'm fucking ecstatic. I'm going to eat buffalo wings and get pissed drunk, watch my team do work. I'm not trying to jinx them.
But, all right.
All right, Playboy.
Till next time.
Till next time. Till next week.
See y'all later.
Y'all take it easy. Take care. And watch the Pod MC. Hello.